Okay, good morning, good morning. We'll start here. Okay, who's had a CRM before, or used one, had one? What did you guys like from that CRM that you guys used? What did you like about that CRM that you guys used?
Reminded us of the task and things we had to do with the follow-ups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alia, did you have one you said? No? Jessica?
The integration with social media marketing stuff where all your leads end up in the CRM.
Okay.
Followed by like drip campaigns and marketing and stuff.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so with this program is awesome. It's pretty simple to use if you use it, right? It's going to get very confusing in the very beginning, but if you cater to it in the beginning, then it'll work for you later, okay? Because there's a lot of like back end little things that you need to do to fix in your in this platform, and then once you set it, then you can do little touches to it and then just leave it. They wrote out all the emails already for you guys, text messages. They have presentations for you. It gets listing CMAs on there. It does a whole bunch of things, but you need to cater to it in the beginning and use the website, use the phone numbers that they give you, and it's awesome. It has the tasks that you like, Alia, and then it has like social media marketing stuff like that you can implement into your marketing stuff. Okay, who is signed in to Mac Center? Everybody has?
No.
Did you guys have issues with your Mac Center, like logging in, getting into that platform?
Mac Center, already there.
So if you guys do need that, Jeff is available downstairs. You can speak to him. He'll probably help you get logged in. Just a heads up, this platform will look a lot different. I'll have everybody's listings, and I'll have everybody's, some people are using it already, so I'll have some leads in there. It's Jennifer's profile, okay? So she sees everybody's listings and stuff like that, okay? So it might look different. So when you log into your Mac Center, if it lets me, I think I'm already logged in. Wait, has anybody even played with it yet? The kvCORE platform? Cool. Okay, awesome. So here's your dashboard here, and then you'll see the platform Max Tech powered by kvCORE, and then this platform will take you here. Okay. I'm gonna refresh it. So on your dashboard. On your dashboard. I have EJ and Morgan here. If you guys have any questions, there's a lot of information, so I'm gonna try to speed through it kind of. But the goal here is for you guys to get a gist of the platform and for you to leave here and be able to play with it and use it yourselves, okay? But I'll be here at the end of the class too to answer questions if you guys want me to go in detail on something. But I'm gonna try to breeze through it. That's why we chose 2 hours. So once you click that Max Tech powered kvCORE, it's gonna bring you into this platform, into this dashboard, okay?
We can't sign in.
Is everyone there yet?
No.
Yeah.
Which one? Maria.
So, yeah, the platform looks a lot different, okay? It's everybody's leads and everybody's listings, and it looks a lot different.
I can't sign in now.
To your Mac Center?
Yeah. I think just for password, you don't remember.
The password?
Just say forgot that.
Yeah, no worries. We can just work it out and... Okay, so I'm gonna move on here. I'm also recording this, so just in case we can go back, okay? So here on kvCORE training on the top right of this screen right here, it's called this Agent Quick Start. Okay, so you guys can always refer back to this if you forget something throughout this class. Once you open that, it'll bring up a bunch of videos and ways you can use kvCORE. We're gonna go through this today. I wanted to give you guys a place to actually do this, so we're gonna go through it today, and then we'll go in depth into that section, and I can show you certain things the way you can use it for your marketing. Okay? We'll watch that first one.
there. Now that your profile is all set up, let's go back to the main dashboard and talk about what you should do in kvCORE every day. Your dashboard can be split into 3 sections, and we'll go from top to bottom in this lesson. At the top, you'll see any company announcements your office or brokerage has added, along with any included links. Keep an eye on this so you don't miss anything. If your office or brokerage is using the company cloud, you'll also have access to the links they've added here. The My Summary box, along with the Calls and Tasks tab underneath, will show you what daily calls and task reminders you have to complete for that day and any that may be past due. Next to that are the playbooks you can use to achieve specific goals within kvCORE, like promoting a new listing. It will guide you through a list of steps that you can complete to see the most success. The last box contains links to the Core Learning Portal, which you're in right now, and a link to the training calendar where you can register for any of our live webinars. The main portion of the dashboard, where you'll be spending most of your time, is the activity stream you see here. You won't see any activity here until you import your contacts and start generating new leads, but that's okay, because we'll talk about how to do that in a future lesson. Anytime a contact in kvCORE emails you, opens an email sent from kvCORE, texts the smart number, views or favorites a listing on your kvCORE website, and asks a question or requests a showing from your kvCORE website, a new activity tile will appear here with their name. Activity tiles will also appear for newly generated leads, and if someone uses the home valuation tool on your kvCORE website, you can filter for any of these specific actions or view it all at once. Clicking on a name will bring up that person's contact record, which we'll review in a future lesson. The first step to building kvCORE into your business is to check the dashboard's activity stream every day and follow up with any hot behaviors, like showing requests, submitted questions, and new texts or emails. After reviewing the activity stream, your next step should be to see what calls and tasks you have due and complete them. Starting your business day by completing your to-do list in kvCORE and engaging with your active contacts puts you in the right mindset for the rest of the day. If you have any questions, reach out to our support team using the blue chat.
Everybody got the gist of that? So this is basically your dashboard. This is where all your leads, your text messages, people what they did on your website, which we'll go over in a little bit in a couple videos. But real quick, here's your dashboard. You have all your tools here where you can go, marketplace, web IDX, transactions.
I see some highlighted red bars. What are those listings?
Text messages.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, we'll go more. I'm just showing you guys just a quick dashboard. Company announcements will go here. On your top right here, there's this number right here. So everybody gets a number, which they can use. It's for their platform, their CRM. Okay, and then this is the email, and this is the website that you get right out of the box with this platform, which we'll go over later on. Tasks are right here. New leads. We'll go through all this whole thing, and we'll move on to the next video now.
Hello, agents. Before we move on to the next section, we're going to review one more item to start on your kvCORE adventure. Because we recognize and understand your need to be flexible with your workday, kvCORE comes with its own app that has a lot of the same functionalities that the desktop version does. With the kvCORE mobile app, you can view your contacts' activity, any new communication you've received from them, and behavioral alerts from the inbox. All of your contacts and listings are also accessible through the app, along with your daily calls and tasks. In the left corner, you'll see a hamburger button that allows you to use some of the tools in your marketing and lead engine tabs. The mobile app makes it easy to contact support, adjust your settings, and even open up the desktop version using your mobile device's web browser. When you first sign into the app, it'll ask you if you'd like to enable push notifications or text notifications. We do recommend that you enable push notifications to stay informed on newly generated leads and your contacts activity. If you decide not to enable this feature now, you can always come back to the settings section and enable notifications at a later time. In addition to this main kvCORE mobile app, there is another app called kvCORE Open House that you can download to use during your open house events. You can easily set this up on a tablet or other device for your visitors to sign in as they enter, and it'll automatically sync their information with your kvCORE account. You can require their phone number or ask additional questions to get more information. A default hashtag will be added to those attendees' contact records so you can quickly filter them in your CRM and send out a thank you for attending blast after the open house is over. You can download both of these apps from the Apple and Android app stores by searching kvCORE or using one of the links below this video. Leveraging kvCORE's apps for your business combines convenience and freedom to keep you ahead of the curve and streamline your business. Use the kvCORE mobile app to accomplish things like your daily calls and tasks, receiving and responding to emails or texts, and scheduling future calls. Small admin-type actions can be handled quickly, and you won't have to remember to make notes about a conversation that happened hours ago. The next lesson is a quiz on what you've learned so far, and each question is multiple.
So that's awesome. I think everybody's doing open houses right now, right? And they're trying to get new leads from open houses. That's a great tool to add to your CRM so that you get your platform looking like this. And now you'll be able to see, because you talk to what, hundreds of people a day, or hopefully in your open houses. Well, you don't. What I'm getting to is you don't remember their names, you don't remember their faces, but you need the CRM to remember what you talked about with that person, right? Oh, I'm interested in this area. I don't have a loan officer. I don't have an agent, and those are the notes that you want. And this CRM will keep them engaged and remember who you are, and that's what a CRM, right? It's marketing. You want to remember. I want to know Jesse Ray's name. I want to know Gabby's. I want to remember that person in my head because my realtor just sucks, doesn't do anything for me, right? And this will always text that person. This CRM will email that person, and we'll go deeper into that. Any questions about the apps? I know there's gonna be a lot of information, guys. I don't want to keep you guys in here too long.
You guys can always go back to these tutorials.
Yeah, these tutorials is always up here, okay? If I forget. I'll put the recording on YouTube as well, and then you guys can rewatch this instead of watching that whole thing. Any questions about the apps? No?
No.
We haven't downloaded the app yet. We haven't played with it, but from the video, it's pretty simple.
But when we download, it's going to sync to this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. The same login for your remax.net for the Mac Center is the same login for your kvCORE. So when you download the app, you just put that same information, and it'll take you to this platform of yours. Okay. Now we're gonna get deep into.
Along with certain
Okay, so this one's a little confusing. There's hashtags and stuff in here, but I'll answer as much as I can. Okay. So please play. Here we go.
Hello again. So far we've focused on getting you set up in kvCORE and familiar with some of its main features. We're going to begin diving into the heart of kvCORE by talking about the labels you'll have available for segmenting your book of business. Correctly using deal types, statuses, hashtags, and sources in your smart CRM will make it easier to find and communicate with your contacts. First, let's define what each of these labels are. 1. Simply put, statuses represent the stages a lead moves through in your conversion process, starting from sphere, prospect, or new lead, all the way to closed. We'll walk through each status and talk about how to use them in a future lesson. 2. The contact's deal type refers to which side of the transaction they're on, buyer or seller. You can choose from renter, agent, or vendor as well, and you can select multiple deal types for one contact. 3. Hashtags act as a filler label. If you use custom pipeline stages in your conversion process or are transferring your contact database from another CRM that uses different terms, these can easily be recreated in kvCORE using hashtags. They can also act as reminders of important information like first-time homebuyer or credit repair. 4. Keeping track of where your leads and business are coming from is very important. So kvCORE tracks the source of where each contact came from. Not only can you filter for each of these labels in kvCORE, but you can also set up some of kvCORE's automation based on them as well, which we'll review in the next 3 video lessons. To view a contact's deal type, status, hashtags, and sources at a high level, click into the Smart CRM tab to the left of your kvCORE account. A table will appear with a list of all the contacts you've ever added to kvCORE or generated through your kvCORE website. This data table gives you a lot of information at a quick glance. The status column contains both the contact's status and their deal type. Remember that you can view each contact's status, deal type, hashtags, and sources within their contact record too. To quickly change someone's status in your pipeline, just click on it in this table. Right underneath this is where you'll see the deal type for each contact. This will default to buyer unless you've manually set the deal type or if the lead was generated from a recognized seller source. Under the contact's first name, you'll see any hashtags that you've manually added or that kvCORE has automatically applied. To change the deal type or hashtag for someone, you'll need to do so within their actual contact record. The source of a contact is the only thing that cannot be changed, even if you've manually added them. Once a new contact has been added to kvCORE, their source is permanent. You'll see two source columns in this table, source and system source. The source column is what we recommend looking at when determining where a lead originally came from. System source is how kvCORE determines where your contacts are coming from, and it's more technical. For instance, if you manually add a contact using the Quick Actions button, you can enter whatever source you need to here. So if the lead originally came in from an in-person meet and greet or somewhere else, you'll add that and it'll appear in the source column. However, the system source will still show manual add because that's technically where the lead came from. Using these 4 labels to segment and automate your CRM will give you peace of mind knowing that you're not letting anyone in your pipeline slip through the cracks. Another benefit to leveraging statuses, deal types, hashtags, and sources is your ability to quickly filter for specific contacts using these labels in your smart CRM. Let's say that you held an open house and used the open house app we discussed earlier. Now you want to follow up with everyone who attended and know that the app automatically applied a hashtag to everyone that signed into the app that day. You can click on filters, scroll down to hashtags, and enter the hashtag for those particular leads. Now that you have the list of all your attendees, you can use the mass email or mass text option to thank them for visiting and provide more information on the property, direct them to your listing on your website, or even ask qualifying questions to move the process forward. kvCORE takes filtering a step further and allows you to save your commonly used filters at the top of your smart CRM. A filter we recommend you save is for unengaged leads. You set it up for using the statuses of prospect, new lead, and active lead along with certain behavior options. Add the filters for no alerts, has no market reports, and does not have a running campaign, and click Save Filters at the bottom. Name it something like My Unengaged Leads and click Save New Filter. After it's automatically applied, click on the gear icon to the left. Your new filter will appear in the list of saved filters, and you can check this box to create an easy button at the top of your screen. Use this filter once a week to check which of your leads aren't being regularly communicated with and decide what automation they should be set up on. Leveraging kvCORE's sophisticated filtering options along with the 4 labels we just discussed empowers you with more control and confidence. Your contacts are the foundation of your business, and your business comes first with kvCORE. The next lesson is a quiz on what you've learned so far, and each question is...
Okay, awesome. Quick question. Why was it very important to know where the source came from, that lead came from?
Because it can't be changed.
It can be changed, but it helps with knowing where your lead came from, right? So if it came from a Facebook ad, you know that ad is working, right? If it came from my phone number, that means my flyer is working. Like my door hanger is working. You can use the number that they give you to use those certain things, right? Without using your personal numbers. Now you know your CRM is tracking where those leads came from. Okay.
What area code are the phone numbers?
So I think it's different for everybody. I think it's 909 since we are in Upland.
Yeah.
It's on the top right. You guys can check it on your profile.
Do we have to use the assigned number? Can we still use our personal number and still get...
So in the video, you'll see, we'll watch a video here in a little bit, but they tell you to save this number on your phone.
Okay.
And leave it as kvCORE. They title it kvCORE lead. So you know that it's a lead from your phone number.
It should be all connected though, so I
Yeah.
think he's asking if he uses his personal number on...
Oh, yeah, it'll be on your phone.
Marketing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll be on your, whatever number is on your actual Max Tech profile, that number is connected to
It'll
this
be
number.
connected.
It's
So,
connected.
so the lead will still come in to kvCORE?
Yeah, it will still. It flows through kvCORE, then your cell phone, and then you should pick it up from there. But they'll tell you in the video here, and we watch a little bit. It'll tell you to save the contact as kvCORE lead or whatever you remind you that it's coming from your platform.
Got it.
Because we tried it last week. You'll see, and so Jennifer's profile. So we called it, but it goes out. She doesn't keep her leads. She gives it out to her agents, obviously. And we got, who did we get?
Angel.
We got Angel Rocks from
in the Philippines.
and he's in the Philippines right now. I think he's in Ontario. So the lead, we called him, and it saved everything. Like it recorded everything. So just say you forgot something that you talked about. He was like, "Oh, I want to put 20 more thousand on the offer or whatever," and you forgot that. You can go back into the profile if I can find it.
It records the conversation.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, even the voicemail. Like right before, so if they're talking whatever before the voicemail even starts, they're already recording right when the call happens. Wow, there's so many leads that came in over the weekend. What in the world?
Handing them out, Justin?
Yeah,
Everyone has the same phone number.
Yeah.
they do.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, so far me and her.
Is it the same number?
Yeah.
You guys have the same number?
Yeah, everyone has the same number.
That's how we do the same. We gotta call Kimmy. 314.
316.
Oh, yours is different.
No, 316, mine is.
Oh, yours is 316. Yours is different.
Mine is.
How are you guys have the same number?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
You have the same number as there? Okay.
Yeah, that's the same
You have the same number? And then you guys have different numbers.
I think it has to do with
office.
Yeah, I think it has to do with office.
Yeah.
But I'll double. I have to. I think it's everybody gets a separate number. I'll double check with.
Jamie has a different, you have a different number?
Yeah, she has a different
She
number.
has a different number.
Yeah, that's why it's different. Okay, so I'll get that double checked with Jeff. But everybody's supposed to have a separate number because that's for your marketing.
Yeah. 'Cause he has the-
So it looks like they're in beta still.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah. So everybody's supposed to have their own separate number, and everybody has their own separate website. So I'll double check on that, and then I'll post something on text, email, or on post.
Clarify that for me. So, okay, I have my personal phone number that I've had forever. So if I get a lead here, I'm gonna get a text or something from this phone number,
Yep.
so I know that it's a kvCORE lead.
Yep.
But all my marketing and everything's still gonna have my number, right?
Or you can use this. I highly suggest to use the number that they give you, so that it goes into your CRM.
Why would the other not go into the CRM?
So your personal number is your personal number, but this specific CRM gives you a number so that you can track the leads.
Hello?
Okay, but, or otherwise I have to manually input it, right?
Yes, or you manually input it.
Okay,
Correct.
so the stuff that I don't get through here, I can manually input. I
Exactly,
choose
yeah.
to use this, okay.
Yeah, but it'll be easier to take away the step and then just have it to your CRM. Yeah. Either way, it's however you want to work it.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think like, you know,
Yeah.
I can use that phone forever.
Laura, it's Sonia.
Oh, you guys tried it?
Yeah, we
Oh, cool.
You're like, who the fuck are you?
So I called the number. That's why I'm like, you're talking. You'll know who your agent is.
And then copy the
That's funny.
We're in a training. It's okay. I am. We're going to do more. But we're in a training right now. And I know. We're in a training right now for our new, you know, changing from kvCORE. So there's a number on our profile. So we're like, where does the number go? And it goes to you.
She's the first lead.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I just wanted to make sure where it went.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out.
We're trying to figure it out. Okay, thank you. Okay, fine.
Okay, you guys ready? All right.
One more question, can
Yeah.
we link that number? Can we link our phone number to this one number? Is that what we can link
To
it?
change your number to the.
No, just link it, like, is there?
Oh, it's already linked.
It's already linked.
Yeah, it's linked. So
She was linked, but it wasn't a number.
the number that's on here, you're supposed to, it's linked already to your cell phone. Whatever number you have on your profile, your Mac Center profile, which you have
Yeah, I have like 403.
But in our case, that we have the same phone number, like a handful of us, so then.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get that checked with Jeff to make sure that everybody has separate numbers because it shouldn't be the same number. That doesn't make sense.
We're gonna use it in our marketing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So yeah, after this class, I'll talk to Jeff about that. Why no one has it.
Oh, I'm like, get out of here.
I think you have to build out your profile. So this profile, you already built that profile? Okay. I know there's some issues on this one too as well. So there's still some kinks on it, but they should. These will open up. Yeah.
So our Remax profile automatically connects with kvCORE?
Yeah, exactly. That's why in the video, it's like highly important to have your profile set up on Mac Center because it connects to the kvCORE platform. It makes it a lot easier.
Mine did.
Okay, so Smart CRM has pretty much all the leads here. I see everybody. Sonia, you've been using it too. You've been using it already? So a lot of people have been using it. Like when this, I was like, where are all these leads coming from?
Leads, that's why.
Yeah, and then I started realizing it's the whole companies, and I was like, Jeff, this is everybody. Like, yeah, it's everybody's stuff on Jennifer's stuff. But yeah, a lot of people are using it. Jamie, looks like you're using it too. So, guys,
You know what? And with the Open House Pro, like when I did the Open House, like all of these automatically imported too. So
cool.
you set it up right, it'll just automatically.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, if you guys cater to this, we're gonna go to the next subject. But if you guys cater to it in the beginning and like put all your leads in there, make sure your hashtags how you want it, it's gonna work for you.
Yeah.
Like for a
tags
couple
are-
years, whatever it is, right? It helps a lot. Also, if you guys have your profile set up, a lot of the sources were coming from corporate. So corporate doesn't keep their leads; they're handing them out to the people in the areas. So you guys gotta make sure your profile is all set up. Not even just the kvCORE platform, but on the actual Remax, on the Mac Center, like the profile that you have on there, because corporate is sending leads down. They're not keeping the leads. So make sure you guys have that all set up. We'll move on to the next lesson. Any questions on Smart CRM? Okay, cool. Move on.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I do.
Yeah, of course.
So.
To the right of your account
It
or
says right here, mass email on the Smart CRM, mass email, right, mass text, video message.
Yep.
So if we're paying for a source like BombBomb, like if you know what BombBomb is? It's a mass email.
Okay.
It's almost like a database basically. And you put email, you do like a mass email to all your database with a video. You could also do text. You could do personal. You could take a video and then send it to whoever you want to on your database. Is this do the same thing? So then.
So you can do all of it, or you can do a specific portion of your list. So like if it's first-time home buyers, say you have a filter for first-time home buyers, and you can specifically pick first-time home buyers and send whatever message you want to send to them.
Okay, so yeah, so if we properly use this, and we don't need to have.
Yeah.
You do.
You still do?
Yes. So, but it's through theirs. It's
Yeah.
for video, and it's BombBomb is who the third party
Oh, for the use of kvCORE?
for kvCORE, but you do still have to pay.
So,
Wait, you said BombBomb? You have to pay BombBomb, or you have to pay
You pay
kvCORE?
through kvCORE. You pay it through kvCORE. So
Oh, I
there's
see.
a lot of
They're integrated. Yeah,
There's an
Marketplace.
add-on.
We're gonna go through that too. At Marketplace, there's a bunch of add-ons that you can do it. Here, I'll show you right now.
Yeah.
But here on marketing, I'm sorry, Marketplace, there's a bunch of stuff that is add-ons to this kvCORE. So the platform itself is free. Like you get like the mass text, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that you can purchase on the side for yourself for like ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, that connect to your CRM.
okay. So yeah, I'm gonna need help with that because I know when we're on BombBomb, it has a Remax specific. It has when I'm on BombBomb, it has Remax specific, marketing. You just plug into there. All right,
It's
so
different though.
It's different?
It's not the same.
Okay.
Is there a dialer on here?
On the app, the app, there's a dialer on there.
Okay, so because I have a follow-up boss, and like you can call everyone through your contacts, straight through the CRM.
Yeah, there's a dialer on the actual app.
Okay.
And then, like I said, it'll record the whole conversation and it'll be on your
So I can get rid
dashboard.
of follow-up calls, just send everything over to kvCORE and get rid of follow-up.
That's I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you what not to use or use. But yeah, if this makes sense for you and you can do everything that those apps do, then there's no point of paying. I wouldn't pay for it. If it does what you want it to do.
I can do that.
All right, moving on to the next one.
Welcome to your next lesson. We're going to switch our focus to the automation built into kvCORE now. This is the foundation of kvCORE and complements every other feature you'll use with an aim to automate as many workflows as possible for your business. The more you have kvCORE do for you in the background, the more time you take back for yourself. To access most of the main automation kvCORE offers you, click into the Marketing tab on the left. Here you'll see a few add-ons available in the marketplace. A place to manage your hashtags, and automation features that drive conversations with your contacts. Behavioral automation consists of actions that kvCORE will take based on how your contacts engage with you and your kvCORE website. By default, this is enabled for your leads, prospects, and sphere contacts. Whenever someone with one of these statuses performs one of these 6 hot behaviors, they will receive a text message that is crafted to sound as if you are sending it. If the contact doesn't have a phone number, kvCORE will send the message via email instead. You can preview the message for each behavior, but there is no way to edit them. These messages were carefully created to drive engagement and keep you top of mind with your contacts. They're designed to prompt responses and begin conversations for you. We recommend that you keep the agent alerts enabled so you're informed when a contact performs one of these behaviors. You'll receive an email and a push notification if you have it enabled in the mobile app. The second portion of behavioral automation is the automatic status change kvCORE does for you. If a prospect or new lead responds to any communication, their status will be changed to active lead. This acts as a signal for you to review their activity and decide whether they should receive more personalized attention to cultivate the relationship further. This status change also tells kvCORE to remove any prospect or new lead smart campaigns that may be enabled so generic messages aren't being sent to someone you're actively communicating with. If there is a particular contact that you don't want behavioral automation enabled for, but you don't want to turn it off for everyone under their status, you can easily do so in their contact record. We'll cover that in the last video lesson in this section. Similar to behavioral automation, there is an option to automate birthday and anniversary wishes to your contacts. By default, this feature will be enabled for all statuses since these types of messages can go a long way in strengthening client relationships as well as drive engagement with leads. Similar to the behavior alerts, the message will be sent via text unless the contact doesn't have a phone number in their record. Unlike behaviors, however, you're able to change the template used for both birthdays and anniversaries. This includes creating your own custom template to be sent instead, which we'll review in a future lesson. If you have any questions, reach out to our support team.
All right. So a lot of that stuff was already curated by them, but they are editable. So you can make it sound like you. So that's what they were saying. So if you go here to marketing, behavior automation and manager settings, it's right here. You click there. And all the behavior stuff is right here. So if we preview this, the only thing I wouldn't touch is the stuff in the parentheses where it says first name. That's actual coding. So that's going to be the person's name. Automatically, it'll put the name on there, okay?
I'm sorry, you said marketing, go to marketing, and which ones?
Marketing right here on the left side on your dashboard.
Uh-huh.
And then you click on the top right. There's a manager settings, behavioral automation.
But I know, but there's all marketing, smart campaigns, and core present when you go to marketing.
Oh, just click marketing.
Oh, just click all marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then behavioral automation on the top right.
Oh, okay.
And then the video said you can't edit it, but you can edit it to sound like you, right? If you have just Spanish speaking clients, then you can make it into Spanish. But you would have to put that in there yourself. But you can edit it here. I wouldn't touch these, okay? These are actual coding for the email. If it looks like that, don't touch it. Because that's gonna be it's personable, right? It's gonna be like if I receive the emails, it's gonna be like, hey, Justin, I'm glad you were able to spend whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then this will, you can change the signature line in your profile, which will be like the next video. And this will also change, but. But it's a great tool to use. It's already made. So like if you don't want to write any emails or like you're too busy to actually do that, it's already made for you guys. And so they'll get the emails, they'll get the text messages. Back to the marketing tab, birthdays and anniversaries here. So if you have the client that's already in your CRM and then you close that task in your CRM, it's going to remember their birthdays and the anniversaries when they purchase, and they'll send out a cool little email that has a nice picture, happy birthday, or yeah.
So that will populate on its own,
Which one?
the birthdays?
Yeah, if you have, if you
Put a minute, it'll populate that birth date to that.
individual person, yeah.
Yeah. When sell or, someone, and you have their documents, obviously.
Yep.
It pulls that and it populates it to that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to manually put it in.
Yeah, you don't have to manually put it in. It does automatically already. But you have to make sure that the client's profile is all completed, which is going to be a feature video right now. But as much as information you can get from your client, obviously you will get it: their birthday, their email, their phone number, all the basic stuff of them. Then this will work on its own. If you don't have a birthday on there, obviously this is not going to send out to that person. Or if you don't have their text or their phone number or email, then it's not going to send, obviously. But you guys get all the information before you even speak to the client, right? Okay. Gonna move on here. Any more questions about behavior automation and birthdays and anniversaries, or the marketing section? Cool. All right, we'll move on here.
For the app, you said that we could use.
It's their real estate needs and your contacts.
Yeah, you should be able to. Yep. It's not working. Weird. Oh, we'll check on it.
Hello there. In addition to monitoring your contacts engagement, kvCORE notes their property interests and automates listing communication as another conversation starter. Search alerts, market reports, and seller reports are all a part of this and can be used together or separately to drive your nurturing. First, let's review search alerts. Sending your leads alerts for matching listings is the most critical way kvCORE nurtures them for you. Taking the time to ensure they're properly set up for your leads is the most important step you can take towards converting them into clients. In this particular area, you're able to set up search alerts in advance that kvCORE will automatically apply to new leads as they flow into your smart CRM. This is done by using hashtags to...
It's under your marketing section as well, where we were just at. So if you click the marketing tab on the left side and you click search alerts, that's where we'll be at. Did you guys find it? Okay, here we go.
Identify specific leads that should have a particular search alert set up. In the last section of this course, we'll review the lead generation tools you have available, and we'll circle back to this concept to explain how you can capture leads with a specific hashtag in the first place. To set up new search alerts or edit existing ones for your specific contact, simply navigate to the alert section of their contact record in your smart CRM. Each person can have 2 separate search alerts set up, which is handy for buyers with multiple property requirements. Both you and the contact can set up, edit, or remove search alerts at any time. In the next section, we'll talk about your kvCORE website and show you where your buyers can access their search alert preferences. In addition to the usual criteria like city, price range, beds, and baths, there is a list of other commonly used search terms buyers use. If there is a property feature that isn't included in this list that you'd like to use, you can add it by simply using the Add Keyword button. For instance, let's say that your MLS allows listings that add property features like fencing or flooring, and one of your leads has an interest in that specific type of floor. Because that isn't included in the options dropdown, you can add it as a keyword and then select the type of flooring your lead is interested in. Once all the criteria are added, choose how often you'd like the lead to receive email notifications about matching properties. You then have two options when saving the alert. You can simply save the information or save it and have kvCORE send an email with the matching listings to this lead. If you decide not to send the email right away, kvCORE will send it at the frequency you chose below. So if matching listings are supposed to be sent once weekly, kvCORE will send the first email to this lead next week. Once you've saved the search alert, you'll see up to 6 matching listings and the alert will be set to active. You can then email or text all of the matching properties or copy the direct link and provide it to the lead. If they click on the direct link or one of the listings in the email, they'll be taken to the full list of matching properties on your kvCORE website. Going back to the main timeline section of the contacts record, you're able to access market and seller reports. Market reports provide brief snapshots of an area, including the average home price and sold price, and links to homes for sale. Simply add the location and choose the frequency. They're great for motivating buyer leads and staying in contact with your closed clients. Seller reports are designed as a key communication tool for listing agents to keep your seller clients informed of your efforts to market their property. It highlights the number of views their property has received on your kvCORE website, accumulating as time goes on. These are sent on a weekly basis and can include more than one listing. These 3 types of automated emails, especially search alerts, is an important part of nurturing your pipeline. They provide high-value information that your leads and clients expect from you, and they're also the most engaging communication types. You and your business build top-of-mind status and trust as you're regularly in front of your contacts in their inbox as an authority on the real estate market in their area. Don't worry too much about the accuracy of the search alerts or market reports if you don't know a lead's specific criteria. Using broader information like a city or county and average price range will still initiate those important conversations. If someone responds saying they're not looking in that area or that their budget doesn't match what you've entered, use that opportunity to discuss their real estate needs and further that relationship with them. If you have any questions, reach out to our support team using the blue chat bubble.
Okay. So search alerts are right here. Same tab, marketing is on the left side. And obviously there's no hashtags here. But a hashtag would be specific to that buyer, or if you have a list of hashtags that you already use, like you put them in certain sections. It could be old clients, first-time home buyers, pre-approved. Those are the hashtags that you can put in here, and they'll put them in that section of your CRM. Does everybody make sense? So it'll be like a list of first-time home buyers, a list of old clients, pre-approved clients, and they're all in their own section. Okay, so that's search alert. And so search alerts, when you go into their profile, it's specific to. Let's see here, 18 minutes ago. Wow. Let me find the test stuff that I did. Private lead. You know what? Let me search it. Okay, so this is a test profile that I did, right? So here, I closed it because it was me. But I have my email here, my phone number, the address, and everything that I did for this client. Wait, can I? Oh yeah, so profile details. Here, you would obviously fill out everything the client wants as a buyer or a seller. And obviously I close, so alerts, here it is. Alert 1 or alert 2, as what the video was saying, like if they're specific on certain flooring that they want and it's on the MLS and they wanted vinyl flooring, then you can create one alert for that specific thing that they want. They want a pool, then they'll send them homes that have pools in that area where they want. So whenever time it comes on the MLS, it'll send that house. Boom, boom, boom. On the actual profile here, there's property alerts, active campaigns, market reports, core presentation, a listing valuation, and seller report. So if you click this, you can search a certain area where you want to give them property evaluations. Save it. And now I can update, send that. And now they have evaluations of that area specific to that home. So I highly suggest that you become your own lead. Okay? So go on your website of your personal Remax one. So see what the content that's coming out to make sure that it's something that you like, because you can go in the back end and change it.
I'm sorry, say that one more time?
So be your own lead. So put your information in your CRM
As a contact?
as a contact, and then you'll see what's coming out. But we'll go into it deeper, and you can see what's coming out.
You mean for the search?
For the search alerts, for whatever it is, play with the CRM yourself. Like, be your own lead so that you see what's coming out.
Yeah.
Because in the back end, you can change it.
Right.
Right now, you're getting the default stuff, right? You're getting the default emails, the default text messages, but you have to curate it to be you, right? Because you're not gonna say hi, Justin, all the time with the same line to say every single person. It's gonna be robotic, right? So you can, in the back end, which in the future videos we'll watch, you can change all of these little things to make it you. But in the profile itself, it's very important to fill out all of this information about the client, which most of it will get filled out if they go through your website, okay? So when they make a profile through your website, most of this stuff will get filled out. But it helps because in the back end stuff, when it does email, it's on its own, it knows what to do. Any questions about alerts and the profile, client profile? Alrighty, move on.
Campaigns will easily back the Open House app. Welcome back. To wrap up our automation overview, we're going to talk a bit about smart campaigns. The goal of this lesson is to introduce you to these drip messages and share some best practices for leveraging them as a new user. There are more resources below this video that will help you dive deeper into smart campaigns if you'd like to learn more. Just like the rest of kvCORE's automatic communication, smart campaigns are designed to nurture your contacts and start conversations for you. Using these drip messages will greatly impact your conversion rate and ensure no leads are lost. To access the smart campaigns, use the marketing tab to the left. There are 3 sections that make up this smart campaign area. My Campaigns, which holds any campaigns you've created or added from kvCORE's default selections. kvCORE Library, which holds all of the pre-made campaigns available to you. And Templates, which holds the pre-made messages that are used in kvCORE's default campaigns. As a new user on kvCORE, you'll have 9 of the default campaigns automatically enabled. 3 of them are designed for active leads, 1 for each deal type. Another 3 are designed for anyone in the contract status, 1 for each deal type again. These 6 campaigns all consist of task actions, meaning you'll receive a reminder at certain times to check in with the contact that has this campaign running. Nothing in this 6 campaigns will be sent to the contact unless you edit the campaign to include messages. The last 3 consist of 2 new lead campaigns, 1 for buyers and 1 for sellers, as well as a campaign for when you use the Open House app. These 3 campaigns include emails and text messages that will be sent to your new leads, so we encourage you to review the templates. As a best practice, you should enable the default close campaign as well to effortlessly stay in contact with your past clients. To see what each campaign consists of, simply click on its name. You'll see the schedule for each action and the type of actions used. For email and text actions, you can click Preview to see the message being sent to your contact. While these messages can be edited, you don't need to spend a lot of time changing or redoing these campaigns or their templates. Just like behavioral automation, smart campaigns and their messages have been carefully crafted to initiate conversations and identify warm leads in your funnel. If you really want to change a template, however, you can click into the template section and search for the email or text template. Click Clone on the row, save your changes. Then you'll go back to the campaign and click Clone Campaign. You'll then be able to edit the action schedule and remove or replace each template as desired. Remember to set your campaign active afterwards if it isn't already. There are 2 ways a smart campaign can be assigned to a contact. 1, manually by yourself. 2. Automatically by kvCORE based on a specific trigger, like source or deal type. To manually assign a campaign to a contact, go into their contact record and click Add under Active Campaigns. If you don't see the name of the campaign you want to assign, you'll need to activate it first. You can add more than one campaign to a contact, but be careful to not inundate them with multiple messages at the same time. These expertly pre-made campaigns will easily automate your lead nurturing as well as streamline your workflows with the task reminder and scheduled call actions. Use kvCORE to take as many manual follow-ups as possible out of your workday and to warm up your leads long term. The next lesson is a quiz on what you've learned so far, and each question is multiple choice.
All right, so back at that tab for marketing, it's going to be smart campaigns. So these are the emails and text messages. These are drip campaigns, basically. So I get a new lead, I went to open house, I got this person's information. You can go back to their profile and set what drip campaign they should be on. If it's a buyer or a seller, these are all curated, like the video said, to what that specific client needs or what type of text messages and emails that they will be receiving. You can go in here, say it's a active buyer. This person's realtor is not good, wants a new realtor, met them at the open house, and you could probably set this campaign to that. It also tells you what day these emails or text messages will be going out. Day 7, day 14, day 21, day 28. And you can edit these as well for yourself. So this is a task for yourself, right? But hopefully you're not there by day 35. Like you guys moved on from them being trying to find a realtor, and they should be already closing by then, right? 30 days.
You talk about open house app. Are they talking about third party or is that?
That's kvCORE's app.
Okay.
So there's kvCORE the app with the CRM in it, and then there's kvCORE Open House app. That's a separate app that you can connect. It's connected to your CRM already, and then you just get. It helps you get the information of realtors coming, or realtors, or clients coming into the open house.
Oh, okay. Justin,
Yeah.
the drip campaigns, are they only email or can you combine text and email
Yeah.
one or the other?
So if you look here on channels, so on these channels right here, it says task.
Yeah.
Those are tasks for you. So in the CRM, it'll tell you, hey, check in on the client. It's day 7. Have a conversation with them. You can see create call, email, or text. So these drip camp. So default new lead buyer. Just change status, create a call, email, text.
Is there a limit? Because they have like the spamming with the text messages. Is there a limit to the amount of?
No. Yeah.
I have a question. So, I get things like this too for marketing, businesses that do. Sometimes it's excessive, and I have the option of unsubscribing. Do they have the option?
Yeah,
of
they do.
unsubscribing?
They do.
And how am I notified when they
Yeah, you will. You get notified. I get notified when you guys unsubscribe to my CRM for the office. No, I'm just kidding. But I do see that. Yeah. So like our system for email and text, you have to, because it's like a privacy policy, right? It's a big thing on the internet world. So if they want to not talk to you, they can. They have the option to unsubscribe. But hopefully it doesn't get to that point where they're like, all right, this person. But you can also stop it. Like you don't. So when you go into their profiles, right? I'll go back to my dashboard here. I'm not going to use someone's lead here, but I'll show you right now.
So Justin, so the blue status right here means that we have it set to on. I'm assuming
Which one?
on the campaigns. Where it says.
Oh yeah, if it's blue, if it's blue, it's on.
It's active.
It's active,
so
yeah.
It'll go.
Yep, it'll go right now, yeah. So, yeah.
On the open house app, can you log in with your same
Yes. So if you don't.
username as?
Yeah, it's Mac Center. It should be the same login.
So I tried right now, but it didn't.
It didn't work? Yeah, she's having the same issue with hers too as well. Yeah, it's beta, guys. It's beta. So I'm pretty sure
Right now.
they're getting all the kinks out, right?
Yes.
Because they released it so fast that now they're trying to see like everybody's trying to use this program now, and they're trying to get the kinks out. So I'm pretty sure, hopefully, by after R4, everything is fixed. Hopefully, because they have like a big presentation at R4, like the last day. It's like the last class that they're gonna do. So hopefully.
So there is, I tried with the phone number, and it was the phone number that was supposed to be attached to me. I was getting messages for some guy named Jeff from Champions.
Oh,
here.
that's Jeff Puglisi. No, he's not here, but he's downstairs.
Yeah.
So earlier we just realized that half of the people in here have the same number.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to have a separate number. So back to it's probably beta. They're trying to work the kinks out. Every agent should have their own separate number because it doesn't make sense for all of you to have the same number.
Well, I was
you guys are fighting for one lead. Like, hey, no, it's mine. No, it's mine.
I was doing a test run with it, and I'm like, what the heck? So
Yeah. So hopefully.
Jeff said he's looking into the separate phone numbers. So
There it
he'll
is.
get back to us.
Yeah, there you go. See, you're already on it. Okay, so back to this really quick. Back to the profile, right? This is a new client. Right here, you guys can always take
Where are you right now? I'm sorry, Joseph?
on the actual profile.
On a person's profile?
Yeah, a new lead.
Okay.
Yeah. So here you can pause campaigns, right? This person is not an active buyer anymore, right? It's going to become my client in the future. I closed this client already. So you can always pause it, remove it, add a new drip campaign, right? So I can pick any of these campaigns. Now that buyer became a seller. That person lived there for 6 months and wants to get out of there now, right? So now this person becomes a seller. And I can add that drip campaign to them to get text messages, emails about being a seller, okay? Market reports, we talked about that. Did we talk about this one? No, we didn't. Okay, so this will take the market report of that certain area from the MLS, okay? So let's say this person wants market reports from Upland, California. If it works, jeez. Why not? And then you want to get them a report every 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, or 28 days. I think 7 days. Going back to being excessive of like marketing stuff, so you don't want to always keep going at them because then we'll all get annoyed because you always get phone calls about stuff like this, right? So if you want to do 14 days, you can add it. And they will send market reports to that person every 7 days. Cool. Alrighty, we'll move on to any questions about the dashboard that's on the right in the actual profile. Alright, we'll move on. Alright, we're talking about the website now.
Welcome back. It's time to explore the complimentary website you get along with your kvCORE account. In this lesson, we'll tour its features, and in the next lesson, we'll go over all the ways you can personalize it for your business. To see your website, just click on your name in the top right corner, and then click on the URL underneath your email address.
Everybody got that? Top right, where your phone number is, there's a drop down, and there's a little globe right there. That's your actual website. Everybody good?
This is what we call a subdomain because it's built under your office or brokerage's website address. It becomes a subdomain when we add an extension in front of that main domain, which is usually your first and last name. Clicking on this subdomain will open your kvCORE website so you can view it as an agent. This means that you won't be asked to register as a new lead because kvCORE recognizes that you're the owner of the website and not a consumer. The front page has your information and a property search bar front and center so visitors can go straight to listings. You'll also see additional property widgets, your bio, and any blog posts you create. At the top, you'll see some default tabs like Search, Sell, and Your Agent, and clicking on the logo in the top left corner will take you back to this home page. Search will take visitors to the main property search page, while the Sell tab will pull up the home valuation tool. Your Agent holds your profile page along with the My Listings tab. Remember that this page will only appear if you have your MLS ID in your profile settings, and if you have no listings, it will show as Our Listings with your office's listings. You'll also see a We're Hiring page that recruits agents, and if you post any blogs, a blog page will appear. This will not show up if you don't take advantage of the blogging tool, however. Finally, the Resources tab will list any custom pages you create and publish on your website, as well as a contact form for your consumers to connect with you. When a visitor lands on your website, they'll have a certain number of clicks or interactions with listings before they're required to register to see more information.
This is very important. This is how you get their information into your CRM. So this will pop up automatically on your website for a new user, but this is how you get their information into your CRM and stay in contact with them without even talking to them. It's key.
They can register with their email and phone number or use a Facebook or Google account instead. So not only does your website offer buyer and seller engagement tools, but it also utilizes lead capture forms that send new leads directly to your smart CRM. Once they register, they'll be automatically set up with an account on your website, which they can access by clicking on their name at the top next to your social media links. This is where they can view and edit their saved searches, which you know as search alerts, in their profile. Changes you make show up here for the lead, and changes they make show up in their alerts tab for you. We suggest using this as another way to engage with your new leads, pointing out this area to them and explaining how they can save their commonly used search criteria. Another way you can leverage your website for lead generation is simply by adding the URL to your email signature, business cards, and other printed marketing material. If you have any questions, reach out.
Everybody see their website? So it's called the thing I paused on was called a capture page, where basically captures all the client's information, because I think the system, how they work it is, I think it's 2 clicks. I think they get 2 clicks or I think it's 1 search, and then it asks for their information, so they can't go to the website without asking for the information. And we've all done that, right? We've gone to a website and it's already asking for your information automatically. I think the last time it happened to me, I was like reading like an article or something, and it told me to subscribe to their, and they wanted my information. I said no, I don't want to do it, obviously.
Can that be modified, how many looks they get before they get forced to
I think so. I think later down the line on like the web and IDX stuff, you're able to change little things. But they curate it to make it so that you guys get the lead automatically. And like these certain things that they have on here purposely is to help you get the lead. Because if you give them I think it's like, they tested all of these things, and I think it was 2 clicks that helped a lot of people get more leads that way, because they were really interested in that property and they wanted to look into that, so they gave you the information, and that's how you guys get the information. But I think you are able to set it up. Just know in Marketplace, I think I talked about this in the video, but you're able to change your URL. Okay. It doesn't have to be jenniferpuglisi.remax.net or whatever the domain they give us. Let me click on her. There, jenniferpuglisi.remax.com. It can be isellhomes.com, and it'll lead to that website. Okay, you're not stuck with this URL or this domain. You can always change it.
Yeah.
You can also.
I'm sorry. The only problem with that, because I pointed several to the Remax sites, and for whatever reason, like the GoDaddy domains will always flag that this might be a risky connection.
Really?
Remax.com.
Okay, so you can actually go on their marketplace and you can tell they'll help you the whole process.
Okay, cool.
Their customer service. This is what's really cool. Like you can call kvCORE and be like, hey, this is my issue, and they'll help you right off the bat.
How do you change your URL? To the marketplace to do it?
Yeah. Oh, right here, guys. So if you guys need help, there's also. It is.
Vanity.
Yeah, Vanity. There it is. Oh, where is it?
Vanity.
Yeah, Vanity domain. It's right here. It's in Marketplace on the left side of the CRM, and vanity domain add-on. You can also change, like if you have a web designer, you can also just change the DNS settings and then just vanity. Hopefully that works. But yeah, it's weird that they flag it as a website. Weird. So if you don't like the actual website they give you, you can also hire somebody from kvCORE that's a web designer. Which if you want to do that, I would hire the kvCORE web designer because this is what they do. Like this, they already have the codes for this platform to work. But if you want like a cool website with like a bunch of different things in it and not just what they give you normally, then you can hire an actual web designer, which is on here. I think it's on here. Where is it? Oh yeah, fully custom websites on the bottom right. So yeah, if you want like a cool one with like a video and things moving on your website, then yeah, you can do that. But I would hire the person from kvCORE because they already have the coding to help you do that. If you hire another web designer that's a third party, they're not going to know the codes for kvCORE to implement into the website, right? Like it's going to be a whole big mess. And coding is very hard. Like one little period will mess up the whole website. So I highly suggest that if you want that. Back to the website here. And there'll be another video on this, obviously, but you can change these certain things in here, like the pictures, the way it's laid out. I can have just listed on the very top if I wanted to. Open houses. You change the color. Certain little things. Agent profile. So this is important, guys. If you guys don't have your Mac Center profile filled out already, the more words, the better. Okay? Because when people Google things, SEO stuff, your name should pop up. Okay? So the more, the better. It's not going to give me the capture page because obviously I'm logged into my account, so it's not going to give me the capture page. But they can search in here. Log in so they can create a profile, see register, and then all of the information they're doing on here on this actual website is going to your CRM. Okay, so if they make a profile, it's going to be a new lead on your dashboard of your kvCORE platform. So these are all new leads for the company's getting right now. Everybody's using it. It's pretty cool. It's cool to see. So they log into here, they can use their Facebook, Google, and then they get into their profile, and then they can fill out what they want, if they're a buyer, seller, whatever it is, and you get all the information into your CRM. So like I said, about becoming a new lead on your own CRM, make your own profile, a fake profile on your website, so you guys can actually see what is happening and how the CRM works, so then you guys truly understand. Okay. So what platform did you use? OneHome? OneHome, right? What I used for it? Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same thing on the back end. You saw everything that was happening on the OneHome for searches and stuff? Okay, yeah, same thing. So just become your own lead. I'll tell you guys, put it in the system, call the number, email yourself, be Jane Doe, John Doe. Pretend to be a buyer, pretend to be a seller, so you see how the system works. Because if you don't truly understand the system and how it works, then you're not going to know, because then you're going to click all these buttons and be like, oh, what is that person receiving, right? So you guys can become your own lead. Play with it. Cater to this thing. Cater to it. Understand it, because then I'll tell you, it's going to help you guys in the back end. And a lot of people are using this already. Like when we first got it, there was only like test stuff that me and Jeff were doing, and now I see all these leads. Just like, it's cool. It's pretty cool to see. You guys should just take advantage of it. All right, next video, guys. Here's the website setting stuff.
Hi there. Now that you're familiar with the out-of-the-box version of your website, we're going to review your website settings that you can use to stand out in your area. Before we dive into that, let's talk about your subdomain a little more. You have a few options to customize your website URL for your business if you don't want to use the default version with your first and last name. The easiest way is to contact the support team and ask them to change the extension from your first and last name to something else. If you have your own personal domain name you'd like to use instead, there are 2 ways to do so. The first is to set up a 301 redirect on your personal domain so that when people type it into their address bar, they're redirected to your kvCORE website. For example, if we want to use abcagent.com instead of kvCORE subdomain, we can set up a 301 redirect. Now, when potential leads go to that address, they'll land on your kvCORE website, and the address will change to show your kvCORE subdomain. If you don't want the domain to change in the address bar, you have the second option, which is to purchase a vanity domain add-on from the marketplace. This monthly subscription allows you to completely replace your kvCORE subdomain with your personal domain name so that now visitors will only ever see abcagent.com when going to your website. To learn more about this add-on, please review the title's information under the Marketplace tab. Similar to your subdomain, the layout of your website and its content can be personalized. To access the tools you have available, click on the Web and IDX tab to the left of your kvCORE account, and then click on Edit Settings. We're not going to touch on every single setting since some of them are very specific or more complex than what your website needs. Also, keep in mind that while having a clean professional website is important for your business, it will not significantly impact your ability to generate leads and close transactions. Don't worry about spending a lot of time with these tools since your kvCORE website is already set up to represent your business well. The template your website uses is called Hero. This is a second template called Foundation that we don't recommend you use. It's a legacy template that's no longer used, and the Hero version has a more modern look and feel. Template homepage widgets give you more options for the layout of the front page. These are applied automatically and use different widgets to provide different information to your visitors. Feel free to swap them out to see what you like better. Template theme controls the color of your website. You have a lot of options to choose from, but keep in mind that you may have a certain brokerage branding standards to abide by. In that case, you'll want to make sure to use an approved color, and you can choose custom if you'd like to use a very specific color. There are quite a few preloaded background images for you to choose from the top of the homepage, or you can upload your own. Your brokerage's logo will always appear in the top left corner of your website, but if you have a personal or team logo, you can upload it as a secondary image. This will make your logo appear next to the main logo in the top left. You have the ability to hide certain tabs along the top of your website, as well as other features that appear throughout the site. Below this are 2 of the most important settings: mandate phone and force lead registration. By default, these 2 settings will be set up in a way that will capture the most leads for you, so we don't recommend changing them. However, if you'd like to require that visitors register with their phone number, you can enable this. Just keep in mind that doing so may decrease the number of leads you generate or cause people to register with the fake information. The same principles apply to the registration prompt we reviewed in the last lesson. Your website allows visitors to view one property before asking them to register, but you can change this to allow them more views. The website tile shows when you hover over the website tab in your browser, and homepage meta description refers to the information Google displays when you search for something online. Ask Unit controls whether the home valuation tool under the Cell tab has a unit number field or not. And Recruit Text allows you to add information to the We're Recruiting page. The custom header, custom body, custom footer, and conversion code boxes are where you'll add any Facebook ad tracking pixels or conversion scripts. You can also add Google ad tracking scripts or anything that a web designer may need to add to your website if you work with one. If you have a custom chat widget that you'd like to appear on your website for consumers to contact you through, the code for that would go in the custom chat widget box. If you don't have a custom chat widget, but you'd like to use one on your site, kvCORE has its own built-in Facebook chat widget. Just add your Facebook business page's username ID, and consumers can chat with you using Facebook.
You guys use that? Facebook Messenger? Everybody use that? Hope so. Everybody should use that. Okay.
Messenger. Under the testimonials section, you can connect your Zillow reviews, and the template section holds more aesthetic settings. Something you may be interested in is using a video instead of a picture at the top of your homepage. As long as it's been uploaded to YouTube, you can add the video YouTube ID here to replace the current image. Please note that doing so may slow down the loading speed of your website for some visitors depending on their internet connection. You can change the name for each default tab along the top of your website under the Custom Navigation section. You can also add a custom team or office recruiting link here so that the We're Hiring tab goes to another web page instead of the default content. If you use custom pages to add additional content to your website, you can select which pages appear here or create a drop-down list of pages in a certain category. The 3 carousels on the home page can be changed or removed here, and if you're using Google Analytics, you can add your ID here so it tracks your kvCORE website's engagement. Finally, you have the listing section where you can control the type of properties that appear on your website and how they're displayed. If you don't want a certain type of listing to be searchable, like business op or farm, you can remove them completely. Please note that if you do uncheck any of these listing boxes, those properties will not only be removed from your website, but you won't be able to set up search alerts for this type of property. The 4 settings below this should be left as is for optimal user experience on your website. When someone does a property search, you can have the matching listings appear in a particular order or change what the search result page looks like. And using popular options, you can make more search criteria available to consumers. Remember that when we went over search alerts, there was a keyword field where you could add more search criteria that a lead may be using that wasn't under the main options list? Your website's default search tool only shows the main options as well. Visitors can use the keyword field to add more criteria, but if you know of a popular feature or amenity that buyers look for in your market, you can preemptively add them as their own drop-down outside of keywords. If you'd like to dive into these settings deeper once you're more familiar with kvCORE, there are further resources below this lesson.
Cool. So yeah, so I guess they did all their testing, right, to make sure that these websites did what they needed to do to capture leads and make it work for your CRM. And it's like certain things. I know Jeff was saying that he wanted to do more than just a couple clicks. You're able to do that. There's a drop down for it, and then you can view more properties if you like them to. It's also testing too, guys, right? So if the one view property is working and the capture lead comes up and you get the captures that way, or if you do 2 views of a home and capture that way, then keep going with that one, right? Just test which one is working better than the other. Because all at the end of the day, the goal is to get the lead. So whatever works for you, whatever works best for your clients. Any questions about the website and how to manage, edit? On the left side of the tab is Web and IDX, Website Manager.
I couldn't find that.
Any other questions for the website and how to edit?
Oh, okay, now it says it.
So you guys can, there's templates, guys, that they have here. Like I said, if you guys want to do a full modification website, there's services that they offer in the marketplace that you guys can hire a web design designer. So if you go onto Web and IDX, you click that. On the top right, there's Manage My Website Settings.
Oh, okay.
Just click that, and it brings you on here. And then you have background images. You can change the settings, pictures, logos. You can hide certain things. The mandate phone number, like they said in the video, don't ask for that off the bat, because would you like to get your phone number asked off the bat on the website? Probably not. And like, you'll get your fake information just to get by, to see whatever you want to see. Jeff, you said right here, forced lead registration. You can change it right here. You don't have to ask for it, require it. Prompt registration. Website title. All the settings are in here that you guys want to customize. Do you guys want to keep going? You guys want to take like a 5-minute break? We've been on like an hour and a half. 5-minute break? All right, let's do it. 5-minute break. We still got like
30 minutes.
No, we still got more than so you guys want me to go past it and finish it? Because there's like another half of this to go through. Probably like another hour, yeah.
Yeah.
much to it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much to it. Yeah, but remember, guys, if you guys have to go to meetings, I'm not offended at all. Like, please go to do it. Because just make sure that you guys know that you can always go back on your dashboard. On the top right, there's Agent Quick Start. You guys can always refer to that. Okay. The videos that you're watching now will always be on your profiles. You guys can always look through it. All right.
We're ready. Okay, we're ready.
You guys ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna play the next video. It's how to manage your listings inside kvCORE.
Hello again. To wrap up this section of the course, we're going to talk about how to access, share, and promote your listings using kvCORE. Under the Listing tab to the left, you'll see all the active listings in your MLS that kvCORE displays on your website. You'll also see an area to manually add listings in your inventory. Listings that you manually add here will not be searchable on your website. Instead, they'll appear on their own listings page under the My Listings tab at the top. This is a great way to build momentum for a listing coming soon and show a prospective seller yet another way you can market their property. From the main view, you can filter for specific listings, whether that's your listings, the office listings, or listings matching specific criteria. You can also email and text listings to your contacts in the Smart CRM, like when announcing an open house or just listed property to those who would be interested. Core Present and Core Property Boost are both tools that can be added on at an additional cost. Core Present is the next generation of CMAs.
I believe we have Core Present, guys. We have.
Included as part of our.
Yeah, we have Core Present.
And listing presentations designed to help you win as many listings as possible while also providing buyer lead features. Please note that Core Present must be purchased at the account level, so you'll need to speak with your office admin if you're interested in this feature. Core Property Boost is our most popular marketing add-on and one of the best ways to generate leads for your listings. You can quickly create a Facebook lead ad for any listings you have permission to advertise, including those with open houses or with a reduced price. A neat feature of this is the ability to select your target audience. So, for example, if your area has a large relocation market, you can take a listing from Florida and market it to Facebook users living in Philadelphia to attract those leads. After boosting a property, you have the opportunity to add a seller to it and seamlessly keep them in the loop with how your marketing efforts are doing for their property. They'll automatically receive daily email updates on the views their property got on your website, along with the number of new leads generated and number of shares on Facebook. If you drill down to a listing by clicking on its address, you'll see the MLS information, gallery of images, and where it's located on a map. If this is your listing, you can change the overview information and order of images in the gallery right from here instead of going into your MLS. You're also able to add to the timeline if you're the listing agent. This is a powerful seller engagement tool that's used in seller reports. You can notate various listing-specific events, reminders, or updates, and share these comments with your seller by setting up a seller report in their contact record. Let's say you're working with a buyer who likes a specific property, but it doesn't quite match what they're looking for. You can use similar listings to see what else may catch their eye, or use nearby listings if they really want to live in that neighborhood. These lists can also help you create a CMA for prospective sellers. View activity lists any contacts in your CRM who've engaged with this listing, and matching buyers will show you anyone whose searched criteria matches the listing. Leverage this information to start a conversation with your potential buyers and introduce the property. To the right, you'll see any activity from your leads or your office's leads for this listing, as well as the listing agent's information. Under More Actions, you can add the property to a lead's favorite list, generate a QR code, and print a flyer to put it on, or post it on social media. If you have any questions, reach out to our support or post it on social media.
I know somebody said about marketing. I think Jesse said about marketing, but this is a great marketing tool for you guys for your listing. It creates a QR code. You can print a flyer out. You can boost the property right there and then. So kvCORE has some way of creating Facebook posts. Obviously, you have to link your Facebook and your Instagram to your CRM, and you put however much money you want to put in to boost that in a certain area. However, but they figure out a way to make that work with Facebook. Don't put $1,000 or try $10 first, $5. Try it out. See what it does. Don't put. A lot of people think the more money you put on an ad, the more leads you're gonna get. It doesn't work that way. So test it out, right? $5, $10. If it's doing well, $15. Then just keep going from there. Okay. But this is a great tool. QR code. You can put it on door hangers, your flyers, so many ways. But QR codes is a huge thing right now. Everybody's using QR codes. Since the pandemic happened, menus, stuff like that. It's easier for somebody to pull their camera out instead of writing notes down. Just QR code is really easy. If you go on the platform itself, it's under listings here. And we're going to see this is the listings of the whole company, okay? So it might look a little different. But you can specifically send a certain listing to your client if they like that house, but there's a lot of listings here.
Can you boost someone else's listing?
I probably can on this profile, but I'm not going to do that.
I boosted my listing. It's a minimum of $40.
Okay. You boosted it on there? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was the process easy? Making sure with everybody?
Super easy.
Do you
Choose your.
you just choose whatever? Okay, cool.
So I've got 6 leads this week from it.
Awesome. Are they warm? Or you haven't done that good?
I haven't been to. They'll get warm.
They'll get warm, yeah. What area did you boost it?
Montana.
Oh, okay. Cool. So simple. Yeah, but in here,
They're coming in right away.
so let's say this is my listing here. That's not my listing. This is Melissa Z. Okay, so I click that. And then I can send this. I can boost it. I have more actions on the top right here. Send via text, email to a hashtag. So like what I was hashtags earlier, first time home buyers of my group, I can send it to that hashtag. You can do a core presentation on here for this house. Say it's your listing, right? You need a presentation for that client, then you can create a presentation. Post it on Facebook, print a flyer, generate a QR code. It's pretty cool when it's your listing. They give you all these tools. It's pretty cool. But obviously, all this information has to be in the MLS. So when you guys upload your listing to that, have all the information on there, and then kvCORE will get the information from the MLS. Any questions about listings? Okay, we'll move on here.
In the blue chat bubble to the right. Welcome to your next lesson. To continue our conversation about listings, let's click on the Playbooks tab in your kvCORE account. Simply put, Playbooks contain sets of reusable actions that guide you to a certain goal. Promoted Listing Playbook is designed to help you successfully market the property and attract new leads, helping you sell faster. Just choose a listing to begin and walk through each step or play, which provides a flow for you to follow when you're promoting your listings. You'll notify the agents in your office and teams via email, asking them to see if they have any matching buyers in their Smart CRM. Then you'll send an email and text to any matching buyers in your Smart CRM that may be interested. A custom text code will automatically be generated for you that you can use on your sign writers, flyers, and other promotional materials. kvCORE will also suggest you boost the listing right from within the playbook to get as many eyes on it as possible. The digital promotion play contains your automatically created marketing links kvCORE provides you with. If you're regularly posting new listings as you should be, using a squeeze page or landing page will make it easier for you. In the next section, we'll dive into each of these lead generation tools further. Then you can set up that seller report right from here and let your seller know how their property is doing, as well as choose a smart campaign that will automatically apply to any leads generated from the listing. This comes in handy if you need to market in a specific niche or to a specific audience and you'd like to customize the default campaigns to match their interests. Once you have the playbook up and running, you can look at the ongoing results and keep track of which contacts and agents you've announced the listing to. The quick sheet area gives you a high-level overview of your digital marketing links and quick access if you need them in the future. If you work with an assistant or ISA, make sure you guide them to this resource so you know the important marketing basics are being covered for each new listing you win. If you have any questions, reach out to our support team using the...
So on the platform here, that section is on playbooks. Promote a listing, open a playbook, and then you can start one for your listing. This is cool because you get a landing page for this now. We built out a nice landing page for it, and then you can lead new leads to that landing page about that certain home. Instead of them looking it on your website, they get a specific section for that one listing that you have. with all the information in it. So landing pages are different from your websites. Does everybody understand that? Your website is where your clients can look through, play with. The landing page is specific to that one listing, and they get information about that. So ways you can promote that is ads. So you're not showing your whole entire MLS. You're showing them that one specific house that you're trying to sell, and they don't see anything else but that one house. It's a good tool to use. It's also a good way to get new leads, right? They like that home, but it's missing something, and then now they're going to contact you because they want more from whatever that house didn't have what they wanted. Move on here. Let's fuel our pipeline. Get initial contacts, kvCORE.
How you'd like them labeled, and what if any.
And then we have, I think after this section, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we don't have to do, so this is the last section that we got to go through. So it's about like half an hour, looks like. 3 minute, 2 minute, 10, yeah. I know we're over at 11. You guys can leave whenever you guys want, okay? I'm going to finish the class.
Hello there. By this point, you should feel comfortable with kvCORE's information and how to successfully
and we'll share the link later today.
this journey. If you're still not sure how some of the features work or still setting up your profile or website, that's okay. Block off time in your calendar in the next few days to review the additional resources beneath the video lessons and complete any setup items you have left. Remember that you don't need to be an expert on kvCORE or know about every little feature in the platform to grow your business using its tools. Choose 2 or 3 features to focus on and start there. As you get in the habit of using them over the next month or so, you can begin to incorporate a few more features until kvCORE is running at full power for your business. The first step to using the awesome tools we've reviewed is getting your book of business into kvCORE. Whether you're coming from another CRM, have an existing spreadsheet of contacts, or are working out of your Google or Outlook contacts, you'll want to compile these contacts into a full list. Schedule an hour or 2 in your calendar to export your contacts from your email accounts, social media, any existing CRMs, and any other databases. Once you have your contacts downloaded, we recommend scrubbing the information so you're working with the most accurate data. At the very least, everyone should have an email, phone number, or physical address. Alternatively, you can wait to organize and scrub your contacts after they've been imported into kvCORE. Either way, the important thing is to get them into the Smart CRM. To do that, click on the Lead Engine tab to the left. In the top right corner, you'll see the Bulk Lead Import option. Clicking into this section will bring up 2 options for importing your contacts. 1, let us handle it, and 2, do it yourself. If you'd like to have full control over every step of the import process, you can watch this how-to video, review the instructional article.
Everybody has lists already? Everybody should have a list, right? Of like past clients, new clients. So I would let them handle it because you would probably, they would probably be able to put categories on certain clients, and then I think you're able to edit it after they put it into your CRM. But yeah,
Download
up to you.
words.
How do we know that our leads are exclusively ours and not going out to a company situation? I've always kept my own website, my own lead thing. I don't share it with anybody.
Yeah, so you can keep them private. So, for example, I'm getting everybody's leads, right, in Jennifer's profile. If we go, it says private on here. I'll show you right now.
So if we don't have that set as private, then the brokers have access to
Yeah,
all
so
the content.
see right here. So Jamie Goodman was just here, and she's telling me that she's using the platform, right? And she's been getting leads on it. I can't see her lead. It says private lead. So there's a setting in your profile and your settings. It says private on there. The other agents won't see your leads. I won't even see your lead as the broker.
He's talking about contacts.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna touch your contacts. Yeah, that's gonna be your profile is your profile. It's not gonna be shared with the brokerage. Yeah.
No, I think he's saying like you just said, like if they could view, since you have a master.
Oh yeah,
like,
I can't even view it.
everything in there.
It's a private lead. So Jamie's right here. I can't even go into it.
Do you have to set it like that, or does it?
Yeah, it's on your actual profile here. My profile.
So what would be the benefits to not have it private?
Nothing, because I'm the only one who can see everything.
There might be like certain brokerages.
Yeah,
that
some
they
brokerage
want
like
to see what their agents
exactly,
are doing.
exactly.
But-
Say like if it was my team, like Jennifer wanted to talk to you about, hey, I listened to your recording with this agent, and there was
Yeah.
like a lawsuit that might happen, or
Sure.
she needed to coach you on something. You know,
Right.
it might help for Sonia's brokerage. Like she has a new agent that's talking and doing
Right.
cold calling, right? She can listen to the recording.
Okay, so only the brokers have access.
Yeah, none of the, like, you won't be able to see Gabby's, you won't be able to see Erica, you won't see
Damn
any
it,
of
no.
It's specific to your profile.
Sure, okay, got it.
Spreadsheet and complete each step on your own. These steps include data mapping your information to kvCORE's fields and deciding what, if any, automated communication will be triggered upon import. Because of the various moving parts an import involves, we strongly recommend that you let us handle the import for you. Our lead configuration team has years of experience behind them, and you can schedule a call with them to review the process with you so you know exactly what will happen. When you submit your file of contacts, the form will ask you questions about how you'd like them labeled and what, if any, automation you'd like triggered. If you have any questions regarding the questions on this form or the import process in general, schedule a call with our team so they can help you out. See you in the next lesson.
Cool, so yeah, so it makes it easier for you guys to import your old list into this profile so that you can use it.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this for just Remax, or is this for other brokerages?
This platform right now that we have is just for Remax.
The kvCORE is
Yeah.
only a product of Remax.
I think Keller Williams has one. But this,
EXP has one.
who's up?
EXP has
Oh, EXP has one.
Okay, so a lot of them have this,
Platform, yeah.
and they're all specific to.
Yeah, whatever brokerage you're on, yeah.
Questions or issues. Hi again. If you're currently generating new leads that need to flow into your smart CRM or planning on running ads in the future, you'll need to set up a connection between your lead gen and kvCORE. This is just as important as importing your database so that kvCORE can begin nurturing these new leads for you as soon as possible. If you don't have any lead generation running, feel free to skip this lesson by clicking the Complete and Continue button below this video. You can always come back to view it later. To begin connecting your sources, click into the lead engine on the left, and then click into Lead Dropbox in the top right. You have a couple of different options to connect your lead generation, and how you set up the connection depends on what you're using. The Zillow key allows you to connect your Zillow account to kvCORE, so any leads you're generating from that flow into your smart CRM. The Zapier key and email address can be used for any other source you may generate leads from. If you receive an email notification with your new leads information, you can easily set up an automatic forward in your email account to send those emails to this address. kvCORE will look at the information in the email and parse it into a contact record, creating a new lead in your smart CRM. This method should be used for Realtor.com leads, OpCity leads, and Homes.com leads. If you don't receive an email with new lead information, you'll need to set up a Zapier integration, which is actually easier than it sounds. You can create a free Zapier account and use it as a bridge between your lead generation and kvCORE. This is a good method to use for Facebook ad leads. There are instructional resources below this video lesson that you can use to set up any integrations you need, and you can also reach out to our support team if you have any questions or issues.
So they're basically connecting the different profiles into your CRM. So if you have a Zillow account that you guys use a lot, you can connect that, or Realtor.com, Homes.com. You can connect them. Marketing tools for lead generation.
kvCORE webinars and training. Welcome to your next lesson. Once your existing book of business has been imported into kvCORE, you can start using lead generation tools to grow your pipeline. The next lesson will review the done-for-you marketing options you can add on to your kvCORE account. But for now, we'll start with the free options. Going to the Lead Engine tab to the left will show you the 3 main tools that we train on throughout our live webinars: landing pages, squeeze pages, and call capture. IDX squeeze pages are actually links to a page of listings on your website that you create. Because the URL will direct people to your website, you need to select your subdomain before clicking on Start Building. You have 5 types of squeeze pages you can build. Multi-property, which links to a page of multiple listings. Sold multi-property, which links to a page showing multiple sold listings. Single property, which links to a single property details page. Seller squeeze, which links directly to the Sell tab on your website. And Market Report, which links to a data report on the area you choose and includes average home prices, average sold home prices, and recent listings. Please note that you may not see the sold multi-property option if we do not receive sold property data from your MLS. To create a squeeze page, simply fill out the fields that appear for the type of link you want to build. Multi-property has options similar to search alerts. You enter the criteria a buyer would enter to generate a list of matching properties. For example, if you know that the average buyer in your area would look in a particular location or for houses in a specific price range, you can preemptively create a page of matching properties and advertise that on social media or even add it as a custom page on your website. The page configuration fields to the right make it easy to track and communicate with the leads you're generating from each link you create. If you use multiple social media platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn, you can create a squeeze page with the same criteria for each platform and change the source based on where you'll post the link. You can then determine which platform generates more leads and is worth more time and attention. We also strongly recommend creating a hashtag per squeeze page and per source if you'll be posting it on different platforms. Not only will this label help you track the amount of leads generated, it will also make communicating with those new leads much easier in the Smart CRM. If you're posting the link specifically on Facebook, you can choose what image will appear in the post. And you can choose whether you'd like to override your website's default registration to allow more or less interaction prior to the prompt appearing. When you're ready, click on Generate Link and choose whether you'd like to use the longer direct link or the short link, which is good for posting on sites that have character limitations. Each link you generate will automatically be saved under the History button at the top. Here, you'll see an overview of each link. Click to view where it directs visitors to and copy the link to post somewhere. Get into the habit of posting a property of the day on your social media or a property list of the week to drive organic traffic and let your sphere of influence know you're an expert in the industry. Landing pages are standalone pages that capture leads and drive visitors to your website. They're fully customizable, so this is a great tool for targeting niche audiences or supplementing your advertisement of certain listings. A landing page can also be leveraged to advertise you and your business, opt people into a monthly newsletter, or begin conversations via Facebook Messenger. Similar to squeeze pages, you'll need to select your subdomain before clicking Start Building. It'll open the Builder tool in a different browser tab and default to the lead generation template. You're able to choose from 7 different templates in the top left corner, which lend themselves to different scenarios. For instance, Video View and Video Plus Lead can be used to advertise you and your business or recruit agents to your team. Content Hijack is a clever way to guide someone's interests, while Text Lead leverages custom text codes to capture valid phone numbers. We'll touch on how text codes work in a few minutes. The address capture template is designed for new seller leads, and the Facebook chat template initiates a conversation with you directly using Facebook Messenger. As you click through each template, you'll notice that the fields along the top of the page will change. For now, we'll review the most popular templates option under lead generation. Similar to squeeze pages, we strongly recommend setting up a hashtag to automatically apply to leads that are captured on this landing page. In an earlier lesson, we touched on setting up automatic search alerts via hashtag for new leads coming into your Smart CRM with a particular interest. Creating squeeze pages and landing pages with hashtags allows you to use that auto-apply search alert function. If we set up a landing page to capture buyers by advertising a specific property or list of properties, we can add a hashtag like Monroe County LP or under 500K and then set up a search alert using the same hashtag. Now, when new buyer leads enter their information on this page, kvCORE can set up an alert for them with properties in Monroe County under $500,000.
Does that make sense, everybody? So if you create this landing page and say you're targeting first-time homebuyers, you're going to use that hashtag first-time homebuyers, and you're going to set the drip campaign to be first-time homebuyers back in the marketing space. So it's full circle, right? You capture their lead, you get their information. Once you do this landing page, like you're giving them the best deal for first-time homebuyer, they want it. They put their information on here, but in the back end, you already made a hashtag and you pick the correct drip campaign that you created for first-time homebuyers, and it's automatically going to text and email. So it's nurturing that lead. And then by the time you see it, when you get on your dashboard, you're like, oh, this person's already got this text message, this person's replying. Now you give them a call like, hey, I'm so-and-so. I saw that you're on my landing page, and then are you looking into buying your first home? And then that's how you...
Does it show when they open an email?
Correct. It does. It shows all of their impressions that whatever they do on your profile, your landing page, your website, email, text, whatever it is, it'll tell you what is happening. But yeah, this is a great tool, guys. The landing page, because you can promote your business with a certain niche, like they said, or a certain home. You're selling that $1.2 million house, and you want a separate landing page, and people are interested. You can create one right here, and it's not limited. Like you can create as many landing pages as you guys want. Pretty cool tool.
These tools.
But you guys understand that part, right? Like setting the back end stuff, creating a certain hashtag for this landing page, having that drip campaign already ready. So once they put their information in, they're automatically getting text messages and emails without you even making a phone call. Cool.
Together makes your conversion process more robust and delegates even more to kvCORE. So all you have to do is set up the initial automation. You can change what the button says, add in the link to the listing or website you'd like visitors to land on once they've submitted their information, and decide whether you'd like to require their phone number or not. You should also choose the type of leads you're generating from this page, so they're added to your smart CRM with the correct deal type. If you'd like to change the default background image, there is a list of available images, or you can choose a custom background. There are resources below this video to walk you through how to do so. When it comes to the content, there are a few tips for customizing. Double-clicking on each line of text will automatically remove that line completely. So if you don't need the bullet points or a subheader, you can quickly remove them. Keep in mind that the only way to restore them is to refresh the page, which will wipe away any custom text you've already entered. Use a call to action to increase lead capture, which can be as simple as smoking hot deals in Jacksonville, find your next home now, or something like every homeowner should know the value of their property, enter your address to see how much you could get. Once you're satisfied with your landing page, clicking the Save button will bring up a prompt for you to confirm that you're ready to permanently save the page. Remember that you won't be able to come back and edit this page. Once it's saved, it can only be recreated, not changed. You can then copy the URL in the address bar and use it in a social media post to drive traffic to it. The last tool we'll review is the call capture feature in your lead engine. This is where you can create custom text codes for generating leads with valid phone numbers. Before we dive into this tool, however, it's time to talk about your smart number. When you click on your name in the top right corner, the number you see at the top is called a smart number. It's tied to your office and is responsible for routing calls and texts to the correct agent. It's smart because it knows communications from your contacts should be routed to you, while calls and texts from other agents' contacts should go to them. It does this by checking the contacts in your smart CRM. In order for kvCORE to route calls and texts via the smart number, a contact must already exist in your account and the phone number they're using must be in the contact record. Because of this, it's very important to note that you should not give out this number to a potential lead whose information is not in your smart CRM. If kvCORE doesn't recognize the number calling, it will route through the office as a new lead. The only exception to this rule are text codes. The text codes that you create are tied directly to your account and are designed to use the smart number to capture new phone leads for you. To do this, all you need is your office smart number and your personal text code that's automatically generated for you. When potential leads text this code to the smart number, kvCORE will capture their phone number and add them as a phone lead to your smart CRM. You can also create your own codes that potential leads can text to the smart number instead of your default. For instance, if we want to advertise an open house, we can add a new code made up of the listings address. We'll also add the MLS ID, so a response will be sent to the person who texted your code that contains a link to the property in question on your website. Alternatively, we could add a message saying how excited we are to see them next weekend. Regardless of the response you choose, you'll add a hashtag and then choose the smart number you'd like to associate this specific code with. You will most likely only have the one office smart number, but if you're part of a team, you could see a second number. Make a note of the number you're associating the code with because you'll need to advertise it along with the code. Once you've created the custom text code, you add it to any marketing materials and social media platforms you're using to get it in front of potential leads. In our open house example, we'll post it on Facebook, LinkedIn, and add it to the flyers we've printed. As long as the text code is used along with the smart number, all the new leads generated will flow into your smart CRM. If you're still not comfortable with the Office smart number, you do have an option to purchase your own in the marketplace. Having your own smart number means that whenever a potential lead whose information you don't have yet calls or texts, your smart number will capture their phone number and add it to your smart CRM every time. We encourage you to check out these 3 tools and test them out to see how they can grow your pipeline. We spend a fair amount of time during the various kvCORE webinars and training sessions discussing these tools and using them in creative ways to generate leads. So just know that they're here and you can come back to them when you're comfortable with kvCORE. If you have any questions, please reach out to our support team using.
Yeah, so many ways to use it for marketing.
It's stated in there that the smart capture phone number, if it's not already associated with the client or a lead in your thing.
Not to share it to the office.
Right.
Yeah.
So that tells me I shouldn't be putting out marketing materials using that number.
Oh yeah, so
Get
your own number. So basically what they're saying. So if you don't want to be associated, like you don't want to share your lead, yeah, don't use that number. You can purchase a smart number from them. They'll give you a new number, then you can market that. Yeah, because everything right out of the box is associated with the brokerage because we're
How much
offering.
is it for the number?
I'm not sure, to be
It was
honest.
like 20 or something a month, and now I was like,
20 a month.
I think something like that. I know it wasn't like a super great price.
But so back to like we're trying to figure. Everybody should have a separate number because half of the people had separate numbers, and then you guys had same numbers. So we're trying to figure that out right now. I think Jeff is trying to figure that out. But I think you guys get your own numbers.
Well, I do have a
We
different
should
number,
have
but
Yeah.
Yeah, do we, that we don't have.
Yeah, so we're trying to verify it right now with Jeff why everybody half the people in here had same numbers and the other half had.
Yeah, I don't know if
Different
Katie
numbers.
has a different one because she already bought her own number.
Yeah, see, it wasn't sure.
We're getting with Jeff.
We're getting with Jeff. We're waiting for Jeff to give us a verification on.
I mean, the way they talked about it, sounded like you have an office number, and then if that lead is in, let's say, we have the same number, but the lead's in Sonia's, then it'll go to her.
Her.
Yeah, because
I don't
some
know.
of my agents have received leads and I've messaged them, asking them if they've gotten them, and they're in mine, but they're not in theirs.
Because I went through the training with Remax, the company, and so when that came up, they said that what happens is if a lead comes into the office number, and let's say 2 agents are working on the same lead, that lead will automatically go to the person that last spoke to them or reached out to them. So they're saying that that's why you should constantly be on those office leads. If it's your own personal one, then it's gonna go to you because you entered it.
Yeah.
But if it's just a lead that came from Remax or office generated lead, then that leads, if it's already in your database, it's gonna automatically go to that agent, yeah.
Yeah, so I think.
If that same lead is being worked on by a team or 2 or 3 people, it's gonna go to the one that last recorded a conversation with them.
Yeah, so I think it should be best if you just get your own number. Yeah. So that, and there's so many agents in this brokerage, so the confusion is gonna be huge. So I think you should get your own number and promote that.
If we don't get one automatically.
Yeah, I think that's what we're trying to figure out right now. I think you guys get your own separate numbers. Doesn't make sense. Can we move on here?
And each question.
2 more videos. 2 more videos in red
Select the
here.
choice that, hello there. We're take a tour of the Marketplace tab in kvCORE to get you familiar with the advertising options available. If you're interested in online lead generation but don't know where to start, the Marketplace is a great place to look. When you're in the lead engine, you'll see tiles for Core Property Boost and to get more leads. These are done-for-you advertising options that will get leads flowing into kvCORE a little easier than manually creating landing pages, squeeze pages, and using text codes. We recommend that you use a mix of both free and paid lead generation, which will of course be determined by whether you have more time or money to spend. Clicking the Get More Leads tile will take you to a specific area on the Marketplace tab. The Marketplace itself holds all kinds of paid add-ons for your website, lead generation, and lead conversion, among others. Under the Leads section, however, is where you'll see options for lead generation. Managed Google pay-per-click ads generates high-intent leads by creating ads on Google for you that appear when consumers search terms related to your area of focus.
Has anybody done Google paid ads? So it's basically when you search somebody in that area, you know how on the very top of Google it says advertising or advertisement? That's what it basically is. They'll put you on the top ranking, and then it'll be the search of the top rank.
So someone searching for something like San Diego homes for sale or Sarasota real estate will see your ad near the top of the search results page. Get Seller Leads attracts homeowners by using Facebook ads that opt them into regular reports about the value of their home. This is a great way to set yourself up as a local expert and generate leads with validated contact information. Core Property Boost is the most popular lead generation tool in kvCORE and has a lower upfront investment cost than some of the others. You can take any of your listings or other listings you have permission to market and run Facebook ads to attract buyers. It also has a pretty cool feature that automatically sends updates to the seller on how their property is doing. This is a very high leverage marketing tool that we encourage you to check out if you have the advertising budget for it. Another option available is the Google Display.
So with that, say you have a listing, and then the seller is like, "Hey, why hasn't my property haven't been sold? Or what have you been doing this past week with the marketing of mine?" It sends them the results of that, their report of what that listing is doing.
Branded retargeting add-on, which creates an ad that will follow your visitors around the web after they leave your website, pushing them back towards you. There are a number of other tools you can check out here, like Nosy Neighbor. This is a full-throttle farming solution that can attract seller leads over time. We also have a general buyer leads program that shows local buyers a selection of listings from your website in their area. As you peruse through the Marketplace, you'll see other add-ons designed to increase productivity and expand kvCORE.
This is the bomb right here. She used Gabby. But I think what Sonia was saying, it's a whole different connection. It's like a separate thing that you already have from their website.
Core's functionality, like Core Video Premium powered by BombBomb and Core Voicemail Drop. You can easily send video messages to your contacts and drop voicemail messages straight into their phone's inbox. You also have the ability to integrate other third-party tools and a number of other interesting options, so we encourage you to check them out. If you happen to have the budget for it, try out the Google or Seller Leads option or get a taste of our marketing with Core Property Boost. Just know that you do have an area to click a button and have leads start flowing into kvCORE. The next lesson is a quiz on what you've learned.
Again, if you guys plan to do like advertising, do the minimum. I know she said $40 for the thing, right? Do minimum, test it. I don't want you guys blowing a lot of money and be mad at the end and be like, why is my $1,000 didn't do anything? Just test it out, minimum. And then if you feel like you found a groove in it, because back in the back end of that stuff, there's more settings that you have to fill out as well. Keywords play a big part in advertising. It's a huge part. Copywriting is a huge part in advertising. Certain keywords do better than other words, Sale doesn't work as much anymore, right? Like everybody sees sale, it doesn't. What am I gonna do? Get a sale for like 5% off or something? But there's like certain things that, so just test it. That's all I'm saying. I know a lot of people have hundreds and hundreds of dollars and be broke and be mad at why their advertisement is not working. It took us a long time too. We had a lot of failures with our advertising for the company as well. but we progressed and it got better. I think this is the last video. Yeah, this is the last video.
Welcome back. We're almost at the end of your introductory kvCORE training, but before we wrap up, we'd like to show you how kvCORE tracks your marketing and conversion to give you a big picture of your business. In the Business Analytics tab to the left, you can access statistics on different aspects of your business. First, you'll see your overall pipeline and how many contacts you have in each status. Then, under Source Performance, you're able to see where those contacts are coming from. At the top, you can adjust the date range, hashtags, and specific sources kvCORE is displaying in the first graph here. Below the graph is a breakdown of each source, showing how many contacts were generated from each one and where they are currently in your pipeline. Schedule some time in your calendar each month and each quarter to review how well your sources are performing for you and try to identify patterns. If your efforts to drive organic traffic using landing pages is generating a lot of leads, but Facebook-generated leads move through your pipeline faster, you may want to spend more time or money there because you're converting at a faster rate. The kvCORE Activities section holds a summary of your conversion efforts. The boxes along the top will list how many search alerts and smart campaign messages have been sent, along with your lead engagement methods. Most importantly, it shows you how many contacts are not being actively engaged, and you can click on the number to the right to see a full list. Make a habit of coming in here each week to review those unengaged leads and set them up on automation. You also have 2 graphs showing trends over the last 90 days for particular types of communication methods. This is helpful when determining which method prompts the most engagement so you can evolve your conversion process. Consumer interest tracks all the interaction with properties on your website and lists your top lead capture tools like landing pages and text codes. You can easily leverage this listing data to pivot your advertisements to what consumers are looking for right now, potentially generating even more leads. Agent Performance gives you a quick overview of the calls you've made to your new leads, your rating for assigned calls and tasks, as well as whether or not you're in rotation for office or brokerage leads. Similarly, Agent Success holds an overview of how well you're utilizing kvCORE. You and your office administrator can see if you've imported your leads, if you're engaging with your Smart CRM contacts regularly, and how well you're generating leads. With kvCORE's analytics tracking, you'll always know how your business is doing at a high level, and you'll have the ability to dig in deeper as trends appear. If you have any questions, reach out to our support team using the blue chat bubble.
That's a great tool, like accountability tool, right? See where you are for the month, yearly. You can see what worked in your business. Was it ads? Was it flyers? Was it whatever it was? You can see what was best for your business that year or that month, and just keep going with that. At minimum, I know I was talking to Sonia earlier, at minimum, at least have your Mac Center profile all set up and your kvCORE profile set up. And play with the system. Be your own lead. Go on your website, fill those things out, build a landing page, play with little things that will make you understand the platform, because it is a little bit confusing and there was a lot of things that was happening. But the more you use it and the more you use the platform, the better you'll get at it. We want it to work for you, and hopefully it works out, guys. We will post the replay on there, but if you guys do want to watch it yourselves, on your dashboard, on the top right here, it says kvCORE Trading, and they do live trading calendars and stuff like that to make you better understand. This Agent Quick Start button right there, all the videos that we watched are on here. So if you forget something today, there'll be the replay on YouTube. It'll be on Pulse. We'll text it out. You can go back on your dashboard to watch these classes. And they do offer guidance and help. They have customer service, guys. So use it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.